So thank you for coming to the workshop today. My name is MaryRuth Cross. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, as well as a registered play therapist supervisor. So what we're going to be talking about today is a multimodal play therapy approach to the treatment and assessment of bullying. So in our workshop today, we're going to be focusing not only on the theoretical perspective, but we're going to be looking at specific interventions, and hopefully we'll have some time to play. So we have been talking about the theoretical underpinnings of the multimodal approach. Now we're going to turn to a more specific look at the interventions. So my colleague and I who put this presentation together, we have looked at it through the lens of what are the most appropriate interventions that would support working through the issue of bullying. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is drawing, using what can be paint, but it can also be crayons, using that art modality in order to help begin to experience what the trauma of that bullying experience was. And then what we do is you take the same incident and you apply the sand tray experience to that. And then after that, we will turn to psychodrama. So taking a look at this multimodal approach, the first thing that we look at is having the child or the teen draw a picture of the actual bullying event. So this can be done with paper and crayons, but it can also be used on their iPad if there are drawing applications that can be used. And one of the things that we have found is that for teens and a lot of our young children, they are so tech savvy that actually doing it on an iPad works really well for them, and it decreases any resistance they may have to creating art. And so this has been a great way to get them into that expressive piece, to work on the initial part of the bullying incident. And then our role as a therapist is really to be the witness, to support them to it. There's not a lot of processing unless the child invites that with you, but our role is as witness. So then after they have completed this, and this is in one session, then the following session would be an invitation to create the bullying incident in the sand tray using sand tray miniatures. And so the child or the teen chooses whatever images, sand tray images that they want, and then they take those and put them in the sand tray to create the scene. So then our role is not only as witness, but then we can do an expressive piece and ask them to have the images talk to each other, for example, or perhaps that they could give voice to one image. So we give voice to the child client or the teen client, and then they then can take the miniatures and give voice to their truth of the bullying incident. So one of the things that we can also encourage them to do is create a new voice. And this, it really focuses on the child or the teen and us on their resiliency. What is it that they did use to cope with the incident that happened? It's so easy to feel like a victim and not realize just how much we were surviving. And our goal here is then to, through this multimodal modality, is to bring them forward to that recognition, to go from victim to thriver. So the third piece in this is psychodrama. And in that, we have the child or the teen use all kinds of dress-up materials. One of the things that we like to do is to use fabrics, all kinds of different fabrics. And what they can do then is create a scenario. It can be the actual incident itself, or it can be an adaptation of the bullying incident. It can be what they think, it could be what they feel, it can be a new way. So now what I'd like to do is invite you to try this out. So we're going to act this out. Working with your workshop partner there, I have some materials here for you, and I'd like you to use them to create a drama. It can be what you think, what you feel about the bullying incident. It can be some new adaptation to the bullying, however you want to create that is a way to do that, okay? So I'll give you a few minutes to work with your partner to do that. That would be great if you could close your computers, yeah.
Okay, we got all this.
So we have several different types of fabric. We have some strips there's that you can use to tie things with. There are larger pieces that you can wrap with. There's also a gauzy sort of fabric that is see-through. You can use it any way you want, whatever creative way you can think of that will help you work on the drama and create that scene for yourselves. So thank you for your participation. That was really exciting, a really rich discussion. It resulted as a part of that. So I hope that you'll be able to use some of these interventions in the treatment that you have with your children and teens in your practice. And if you need to contact me, you have my contact information. I'd be happy to review things with you as you go forward.